I assume you're watching this show on television right now, but maybe you're not. Our show's on Hulu and clips are all over the internet. In fact, the internet audience keeps growing, and that makes me wonder if traditional television like this will be swallowed up by the internet. Glenn Beck's a good guy to talk to about this because, as you probably know, he used to have a show on Fox News, in the studio, in fact, and he has since gone online. He calls it GBTV, which I guess stands for Glenn Beck TV, but might also stand for Goodbye TV. And Glenn, I see the Wall Street Journal wrote this article about you, headlined, "Glenn Beck Leads a Revolution Against TV." You trying to take my job?
No. I believe in creative destruction. I believe it's the way we get stronger. Kodak had a moment years ago where they said, we're film. And we're just going to do film, and somebody else can do digital, thinking that they would stay in business, and you know how that ended. It only took them, I think, 2 Christmases to lose their lead as the almighty Kodak. Somebody is always thinking of a better way to do it. Technology is now moving so rapidly that I think the old delivery system of television is fundamentally transforming, to quote the president. And may I show you an example here, John?
Sure.
Here on the set, if you come over here, this is an original color camera. This is the first color camera. On the other side, I had to take the logo off, but it's from NBC. This is from 1954, I think. There's only about 4 of those left in the country. If you now look at this television camera here, that, I don't even want to tell you how much that cost us. This is about an $80,000 camera. Now, with the Canon, I think it's the C300, it's about this big, I can get movie quality, and the total cost to equip my studio with 1 camera would be about $20,000. Everything's changing.
You don't need a big company behind you anymore to give you the studio and the cameras.
No. A great example of this is the record store. The record store doesn't exist anymore because of iTunes. But it's not just iTunes and the record store. It's the record companies. It's the guys who used to go around and scout at the local bars, and you had to hope that your band that you were performing in had the on night, and they would remember you by the time they got back to New York to sit down with the executives there. Now you don't have to do any of that. Now you think of a song, you get your friends together, you record it at your house, you videotape it, you make a music video for it, and you put it on YouTube. In a week, you can have 1 million views. Why do I need the record company? Why do I need MTV? Why do I need all of that stuff? You don't.
Some people felt you have to have it for the money, but Forbes says leaving Fox turned out to be a pretty good move for you, and the Wall Street Journal says 18 months after leaving, you've doubled the revenue of your company to $80 million.
It has been, it's an expensive venture, but it also is, there are a lot of people out there that are looking for new ways to connect. Now, you can connect with GBTV on the television set through a device called Roku, which I haven't watched cable in I don't know how long now. You can get all the shows as you want it, from Fox even, all the way to GBTV. You connect it to the TV, so now you're watching the internet as if it is a network. So you watch it there, you can watch it on your iPad, you can watch it on your smartphone, you watch it on anything. That's where we're headed. I don't know anybody who's 30 years old or younger that's watching television on the box, on the console, like, what we used to have in our living rooms.
And your business model is that people pay you up to $9.99 a month, which is a lot, more than $100 a year, and yet you've already got enough. You have more viewers than this program. I hate you for that. And they're paying you. I'm free. What's the deal?
No, John, I'm free. I'm free.
Well, you're $9.99.
No, I mean it in a different way. I'm free. As great and profound as the Industrial Revolution was over 100 years ago, that's what we're in right now. That's the beginning of what we have right now. And people who, take the New York Times, they're sitting here with those printing presses that who knows how much those printing presses cost. You don't need that anymore. So those people are trying to hold on as hard as they can. But the world is up for grabs right now. I'm going to try something different. Those are the ones that will succeed.